Hey, 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 Morgan Cullen coming at ya. I am pumped today to connect with you guys. So if you're catching the replay here in Facebook or even on YouTube, I highly suggest you take time to get out a pen and paper and get ready to take notes. So this is going to be a ton of ideas. Some may be perfect for the line of business that you're in, and some might not translate into your business model. So go ahead. I'm going to give you guys like a quick second. You should see my notes. I have my second cup of coffee because I know I'm going to need it, you guys, because this is going to be one action-packed episode. So grab a pen, grab a paper, or if you're tuning in and just listening, just listen this round, come back and take some notes because I want to fill up your cups on a ton of different ways to just get out there and have fun and connect and just be the boss babe that you are. So, you guys ready for this? Oh my gosh, here we go. Okay, so first of all, cold market to me is all about having fun, okay? So when you think about cold market, just think about the fact that they don't even know you. Like, they don't know your family, they don't know your friends, they don't know your husband, they don't know your kids. Like, probably there's connections in there somewhere and degrees of separation, but hopefully it's just complete strangers. And you guys know I used to do some acting and modeling. So to me, like, cold market is my jam. I love cold market because you can just be whoever you want to be. Like, it doesn't even matter. You can be a crazy person. You can, for all my Jamberry peeps tuning in, you can be like the crazy Jamberry lady. And you just get to sort of reinvent yourself in a cold market in a ton of different ways. So my best thing is like, remind yourself that everybody wants to know the fun lady, right? Like when you're in a group of girlfriends or you're going out as a bunch of couples, like everybody's drawn to the smiley, happy, fun, charismatic, energetic, boisterous person. Like that is just who people are drawn to. So when you're in a cold market, don't be afraid to play that up and like be a new kind of you in a way. So I always want to share that. So be the fun lady, be generous and connect through questions. I think when you're dealing with cold market, remember like the first thing you want to capture is trust. You want them to trust you. You want them to know you. You want them to know that you're curious about them. And so in being generous, that allows them right away to see like what kind of person you are and what kind of heart you have and that you're not stingy. And connecting through questions. I feel like cold market events, anything I do cold market, my most important thing is to listen and not to talk. Like I almost never talk at cold market events. I mean, I am asking so many questions and I am one of those nerdy people that has a pen and paper with me at the ready because I want to be ready to write things down. So cold market is just all about forming trust, 100%. So I think when you go after a cold market approach, like I want to gain their trust and I want them to understand why I feel like their business can be a really great asset, why my business and my products can be a really great asset into their life. And so go after it with the heart of like a fun heart, a good attitude, excitement, charisma, painting the picture, building trust and asking questions. Like that is so important. So that's what I want to just totally preface this with. I believe all of these ideas are amazing, but I also believe if you go into a cold market meetup and you bring in yesterday's attitude and defeatist like personality, you're not going to get very far. So bring your best self to the table in a cold market because you have to work double time. Like this isn't a connection. It's not a warm connection. It's not like, oh, your friend Sarah hooked me up. Like that's how we know each other. Like, because then Sarah already has some validity because she's a connection. There might be no connections. Like you're a complete stranger to them. Okay. So let's jump in. I know you guys have your pen and paper out. Okay. So first way that I love rocking Cold Market is through fundraisers. Like, they are awesome. And the thing I love about fundraisers is in my business, you can book them way in advance. So most fundraising head of fundraisings for charities and organizations, they have their fundraising calendar. So it's such a beautiful thing when you get in touch with the head of a charity, the head of the fundraising department, because you can ask them, where are the holes in your upcoming year? Like, where do you need some space fillers? What months are you not strong with, like campaigns and donations and stuff? Let me fill in the blank for you. This is how my business can like fill in the blank for you. So I think it's really important that you talk to the head honcho. Like, that would be the number one thing, is if you're gonna go put on your like business lady attire and walk into the office, make sure you're talking to somebody that's gonna like has the they make decisions. Like, they're the decision maker. Like, don't go after like the front desk girl and try to convince her that you want to do a fundraiser, because she doesn't make any decisions. Like, I mean, she might, so don't judge. Like, she might be like the owner. She might be like one-stop shop. You guys know what I'm saying. Just make sure you're talking to the right person. Okay, and I love how fundraisers open up your business to just people that would have never maybe come in contact with what you do and your products and everything. So I think fundraisers are an incredible way to grow your business in your cold market. I love the idea of a pamper box. So a lot of people call it like the fishbowl in the front of the store. One of the places that I think is so exceptional, especially in my line of business, is kids resale stores, because moms are always in and out of there. So if your target market is women and moms, kid resale stores are the bomb.com. Like, put your little pamper box, take a shoe box, like cover it in fun paper. Say, like in my line of business, you could win like a pampering session, you could win a free manicure. So whatever your line of business is, if it's hair care, if it's I'm trying to think, like lip stuff. So whatever it is that you have that you can sample or you can give away, make sure you're doing it through pamper boxes. That's such a fun way to get nice, awesome cold contacts. Okay. I love catalog drops. So if you have extra catalogs at the end of a catalog season, you can do them in places where people are waiting and reading catalogs. So of course, doctor's offices, where people get their oil changed and their car fixed. Just think about when in your life you're waiting around. And those are amazing places that you can put catalogs and get your name out there and say, contact me for a free sample. So the other thing I think is really fun, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm like through 5 bullet points and I am not kidding you, I have 50. Okay, the other thing that I think is awesome is at something like a car dealership, right? So in my business, it's women, and we are giving products that predominantly women use. So I think the idea of going where a lot of men are, even around Valentine's Day, is a great cold market approach. One of my leaders actually took all of her items to a car dealership and said, here, let me help you package together some really awesome Valentine love bombs for the women in your life. And I will flat out tell you, she sold a crap ton of stuff. So I just think you have to think outside the box, right? Like, think about holidays, think about where you are and where, like maybe where the partner of your potential perfect client is going to be, like, because then you could always go after them and say, I really think your wife, your sister, your mom would love this. So with Valentine's Day coming up, y'all better believe I'm gonna be going to the car dealerships in Vero, so none of my girls better take my stuff. Okay. And remember that you can always just give them a deal and just say, you know, I know that you're going to buy this, but here, let me give you a 10% coupon for your next order. When is her birthday? Can I write down her birthday in my calendar on my phone, and I'll text you like 2 weeks before, and we'll make sure that she has like an amazing gift lined up for her birthday. Like, help them. Like, how awesome is that? So that's my baby. Trying to bust it down the door because she learned how to open up handles of the door. Okay, so I think that's an awesome idea. The other thing I wanted to share is condo communities. So how much fun is it to just walk into a condo community? I mean, if you live in one, that's golden. And just say to manager and just say, I would just love to love on the people in your condo community. Do you have like an area where people are like coming in and out a lot that I can just set up a little table and just love bomb your people? So that would be a really cool option. I mean, I live in Florida and I'm not kidding you. There's a lot of disposable income of the like 50 and over crowd. So retirement communities are also a great idea. Okay. So again, I did mention this a little bit before, but doctor's offices for lunchtime, like love bombs. In my line of business, we call it muffins and manis. So we can bring in some of our Jamberry products and some muffins and just say, I'm going to leave this for lunch. Like I'll pop back by 30 minutes before you guys close today and answer any questions, but feel free to play with it. And I'm going to do XYZ as a promotion if you book a party, or here's the dates that I have to gather some of your girlfriends together for a fun pampering night. So, okay. Don't be afraid of LinkedIn. I love this. I feel like in a way it's a really untapped, it's just an untapped market. I mean, there's so many wonderful connections on LinkedIn. So I think sometimes we're always like Facebook, 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 little bit of Instagram, Facebook, 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 little bit of Instagram, right? And I just think you guys like broaden your horizons. Like there's incredible people on LinkedIn. So don't be afraid to search there for local connections and local degrees of separation and connections. Okay. So I think in a way, a lot of people now do Facebook parties for direct sales or their businesses, and just that whole idea is so awesome. And making sure that in the Facebook party you are giving the attendees a reason to have a like message thread with you. So if it's yay, like here's an image of like pick a prize and then you have to PM them, then you're in a connection, like a one-on-one connection with a total stranger, which is amazing in our business. So never, ever, ever be afraid to do something just so that you can get in a PM thread with a complete stranger. Because I'm just gonna be honest, sometimes it turns into the most amazing like business partner or customer type thing. Okay. Wow, I'm gonna be so tired when I'm done. Okay. I think when you're eating out is a wonderful time to leave a sample, leave a business card, strike up conversation. Because in my line of business, like although we are in the beauty business, our flagship product is nails, and a waitress's nails are always all up in everybody's business. So just making sure that you're leaving a business card, you're leaving a sample, like thinking of people whose hands are everywhere and reminding yourself that they are influencers in a way, like the ladies at the front desk of places. Like, I mean, think about that's like what they see, right? Like they see this. So remind yourself that they're the influencers and they're worthy, if they love the product, of giving free product to in order to pass out your business cards, right? Like have them work the cold market for you. Be like, girl, I throw you free product if you just pass on my business cards. So I just think in a way it's really important to have other people like working your network too. Okay. So I'm getting there, you guys. No, I'm not getting there. Oh my gosh, this is going to be so long. I'm going. Okay. Pop-up shop. It's my personal favorite. Get ready. So I love doing pop-up shops. They are so fun and so easy. Just do them at your favorite local boutique, but remember you have to make it worth their while. Like if you walk into a boutique and you're like, I would like to set up a table for my direct sales business, for my massage therapy business, for my photography business, like what incentive do they have? Like, yeah, go ahead and set up a table and steal all my customers that are coming in today shopping. Like most like shop owners are like, yeah, good luck with that. Okay. So what I want you guys to remember is you have to like provide value to them. There has to be a reason that they are open to the idea of opening up their warm market to you, which is this amazing cold market. So I just want to remind you though, make it about like love bombing their customers. Make it about how much you love their store. Make it about loving on the community that has supported your business growth. Make it about make it about the fact that you're going to share it with your network. Just, I mean, honestly, when I popped into the cutest store here in my hometown of Vero Beach, Florida, it's called the Parisian Hostess, and I like came in and I was like, what even is this right now? And then the owner graduated with my older sister, and so I got to start talking to her, and seriously, this is what I said. I would love to have a little table at an event here. Like, so many of my friends don't even know about this store, and I can promote it and you can promote it, and it will be of value to both of us because my network will become your network. So do you want to link up with me? Can we do this? And it was so awesome. And so I just want to make sure that when you're promoting or suggesting the idea of a pop-up shop, again, you're talking to the decision maker and you're making it of value to them and making sure that you can say, hey, listen, I can mock up the image. Like, go on canva.com, use Photoshop, like use I don't even know, word swag. Like, create the image for them and go even one step further and print it out on your home computer and plop it in a frame. Go back the week before, say, I have the event framed for you. Will you put it at the front desk? Can I add, like in our business, I would say, can I add an accent nail to all the shop girls' hands? Just so when anybody asks, they can say, oh, Morgan from Jamboree's coming this Saturday. Like, pop in and she's going to be doing these for free. So have them help you like grow the event too by giving them some freebies. Okay, so, and it's advertising made easy. And when you're willing to share and grow their community, like that's such a win-win for both of you. Like, that's business women coming together and working smarter and not harder. It's so genius. Okay, so some other quick ones. Church bazaars. Remember, it doesn't have to be your church. Like, churches always have stuff going on in their calendar. So figure out how to just love on that community and meet new people. Mommy and me pamper sessions, like churches, just really focus on that, because I think in this day and age, like, we are all so disgustingly addicted to like social media and our phones, and any time that I can get really good like intentional time with any of my children one-on-one is so beautiful. So always like talking about mommy and me situations of all age, like women and daughters, is awesome. So women's breakfasts, like here in America, like Rotary Club, Pilot Club, Women's Church Breakfast, Chamber of Commerce, like making sure that you know, like, that you can go speak and love bomb and set up a table and encourage and share your business and that sort of thing. So that's always a great idea. La Leche meetings. I mean, you guys, I'll flat out tell you, I did not start this business until my first was 2 and my second was 8 months old. When my first baby was born, he was tongue-tied and we didn't know it. And I remember sitting at a La Leche meeting, and I will flat out tell you, if there was anyone in that meeting that would have loved on me, I would have wept like a baby, like my baby that was sitting next to me crying. Like, if there was somebody that just said, hi moms, like, I'm just a local businesswoman that just wanted to take time today just to love on you guys and make you feel special. Like, I'm a former nursing mom and I know how hard it is, and this is a life stage where you feel like it's never going to end. I'm here to tell you, like, it will end, but know that I love you, and here's a special sample just that you can go home and feel beautiful with. You guys, seriously, can I just say that I need to do this? I need to take my own advice on this one. Like, that is awesome. And I would have loved it. So figure out how to meet brides to be. I feel like they are huge, like, influencers and opinion makers and decision makers. And there's just so many beauty products that go with being a bride and your wedding and your rehearsal dinner and all the pictures. Like, it's just beauty bonanza. So just also know that maybe they're like looking to go into a side hustle. Like, maybe when they get married, like, they're going to start talking about kids and stuff. So in a way, that's awesome for a potential business partner too. Nail bars, obviously in my business, like, giving it another name. Like, don't give it a name of come to my house for my direct sales party so I can, like, totally make you buy everything. Like, no, call it something really fun, like a nail bar. Like, come stop by, totally casual, try out whatever products. A beauty bar, make it a beauty bar. I feel like there's so many wonderful ways you can go with this, but making it more casual and less like stuffy-ish. Okay, public one-on-one meeting places and public spots, like that always piques interest. Like when you're meeting with somebody one-on-one in Starbucks and you're showing them like different products in your product line, you're showing them samples, like that's always like strikes up conversation and is really bold and engaging. So you never know what'll happen when it's a public situation. I have one of my leaders that, Jude Levy, she makes this incredible like Pompazon Indian low table situation. It's so amazing. And she just plops little bean bags, and she like, I don't even know if she does bean bags, but she does a bean bag and a table, and she seriously rocks her business at playgrounds. I mean, I have seen pictures of her with like 5 moms around this little table outside while all the kids are playing on the playground, and she is just sitting there like boom, 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 like take a seat, take a seat, take a seat. And I'm like, that is so badass. So just know, like, sometimes you have to be creative and think about where are the people, and I'll bring my business to the people. So I love youth group, like going and working with any youth groups at churches and just saying, can we do a mommy and me night? It's so good for, you know, I have a lot of friends that are moms of teenagers, and they do talk about like the cell phone and not connecting and stuff. So this could be a wonderful way, no matter like what businesses you're in or the products you're using, just to connect moms and teens. Okay. So always asking your best customers for referrals. Like, don't just assume that they're going to give you referrals. Sometimes you have to ask. So one of the things I love is like ask them to say, in exchange for XYZ, in exchange for this product, in exchange for this discount, in exchange for this, would you be willing to give me email addresses or loop me in a PM with 5 of your friends that you think would also love these products? But I need you to totally like loop us all in. So that would be like something that I think would be really amazing, because that warm market connection, that middleman, is like the validity to your business to other people. Like, you need that person to say, I believe in these products and I believe in this person and I want you to introduce you to them. So cheer meets and athletic meets are huge. I mean, I could just do a whole thing on how huge those are for a lot of businesses. I mean, read the rules first, but buy, sell, swap, and yard sale groups, like that's a wonderful place to just say, I just wanted to post in here, I really need 10 people and I would love to know your opinion on this product. I will send you free products as long as you'll get back with me and do your opinion. Like, I want to know what you think of these. Like, just go for it, right? So I loved this great idea. And just to know, like, a lot of these ideas are mine, a lot I've just collected over time, but this one is from my very own Jamberry business partner, Danielle McLean. And it's just sort of like telling yourself you're going to do something. So she says 5 samples a day for 1 week. So for 5 days, 5 samples a day. So get out and be like, I am not, on Monday morning, I am giving out 25 samples this week, no matter what. So, and you just kind of tell yourself, I'm going to get uncomfortable and I'm going to give samples and it's going to be a waste of money and they're never going to use them. But at the end of the day, if you give out 25, like the percentage that goodness might come from that is so huge. So even just tell yourself, okay, this is going to be my crazy cold market week and I'm just going to go for it. Like, I'm going to be the crazy person that's like coming around the corner on the Target like nail aisle. That's like, oh, hi there. Are you looking at nails? And the lady's like, yes. And you're like, oh, I have something that you might want to try. Like, I was looking at nail stuff too. I love nails, right? So anyway, just a good idea to kind of like set a goal and go for it. Always do something new. I think this is one of the biggest things ever. Like, new coffee shop, new park, new play date group, new mom's outing. Go like figure out what's new and exciting happening in your town. Like new. Go out of your comfort zone, go out of your normal routine and try something new, because that's always a cold market. So I love this idea and I'm totally pumped to do this. So if I see some of my friends commenting that have other businesses, so reach out to me, because I would love to talk about your business as long as you would love to like swap with me on this. So like a Facebook or Instagram referral swap. So switch with another business person that's not in the same business as you and drop a referral comment. Okay, so hear me out. Somebody just did this the other day on my Instagram, and I was like, that is so genius. She was like, oh my gosh, my friends have the cutest Instagram store. Wait, my friends have the cutest store that you would love. It was on my mommy and me post. Like, I had 2 pairs of shoes, and she's like, oh, my friends have the cutest store you would love. And that's it. That's all she said. You guys know what I said next. What is it? I would love to follow them. And she's like, oh, here's the link. Da, 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 da. And I was like, oh my gosh. And so immediately I was like, boop, follow on Instagram. So now I'm following this kid's store, which is so adorable and exactly my taste. But I think there's so much validity. Like, if the owner of the kid's store said, I have stuff in my store that you would love, I'd be like, you are so salesy and annoying, right? But the referral is like where the magic happens. So a referral swap, I think it's a really great idea. I just thought of it this morning, and I was like, I can't wait to tell everybody this. So the other thing is, use your gifts in other ways to grow a community. So I wanted to shout out my friend Carrie from growing up here in Vero. She is a Beachbody rep, and she did this incredible basket organization training. I mean, she just flat out posted on her Facebook wall, does anybody want to learn how I use baskets around my house to organize? And I'm gonna flat out say that I was like, oh my God, add me to that group. Like, I was like, yes, add me, yes, yes, yes. So for sure, so huge. And in a way, like, she provided value. She provided value that I didn't know that I needed. And she mentioned that she was like a Beachbody rep, and that she was able to stay home and be like her home, you know, take care of her home and stuff. And so if there were people in there that were sort of like prospecting and figuring it out, I mean, it was really interesting. And I love that she shared her other gifts in addition to just her Beachbody business. It was very smart. So this is one that you guys are gonna say, best tip ever. When I stood up and spoke to a room of, geez, I don't even know how many leaders, maybe like 300 or 400 last year at national conference, I brought up this point. It is so awesome. MLM Nation. I think it's mlmnation.com, mlmnation.net. I can put the link down here if you guys remind me. So they have podcast episodes that you can also listen to online. And at the end of every episode, they're really long episodes, and he mainly focuses on really big leaders of network marketing companies. And long story short, like, the last question he asks is, if you had to ever start over again with a completely cold market, how would you do that? Like, he asks that question at the end of every single interview to these network marketing reps that have, like, God, you guys, some of them have like hundreds of thousands of people in their organization. And it's just always so insightful to hear what they say and how they would rock a cold market. So, I mean, you can listen to the episodes. There's hundreds of them, or you can just fast forward and get the cold market info off of like 10 and run with it. Okay. In my business, like, one of the reasons, like, referrals are huge. So absolutely having friends post an image of your product, like them using your product. If it's hair care, having them post like an image of like their hair. Oh, my hair is so like lustrous and amazing, da da da. And you tell them, I will give you a discount. I will give you a free product, like whatever you can give for them getting 10 likes or more, right? And they might have to work for it. Like, if they don't have a big like viewer base, they might have to actually like work for it. Like, PM the permalink of that post that they did to friends and say, will you go like this post and comment on it? Because when I get 10 comments, like, I get a freebie. I mean, they can be totally honest about it, but no matter what, it will like grow excitement. And if they link to your business page in it, or if they link to your website in it, just remember, like, it's all about growing your network. Like, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. Like, don't just expect like people to always scratch your back. Like, you totally have to turn around and create value for them in a way. Okay, hashtagging your pictures on Instagram is huge to grow your local cold market. So making sure that you're using like your zip code hashtag, make sure that you're using, when you do the location, like do your location, I mean, I do Vero Beach, Florida. I do Indian River County. Like, I am all about connecting with other local business people or just locals, you know, because it's so much fun to do your business local and face to face in this super like online world. So making sure that you're just getting like bigger locally. Be a blessing always. Like, I just think being a blessing in your business is so huge. Sometimes when I feel so stale and like, I never feel stale in my leadership. I never feel stale like as a leader of leaders and leader of these massive communities. But there are times in my own personal business where I'm like, I just need some fresh ideas. Like, I need some fresh ideas. And I have a minimum that I need to sell every month. So, you know, I am always selling. Like, I am always selling, you guys. So it is an art. And so whenever I find that place where I just think, what can I do? I just try to be a blessing, because no matter what, being a blessing feels so authentic and right to me. Okay, so that's what I suggest there. The other thing, like cashiers are huge. So again, their nails, just like waitresses, cashiers are like those people with their hands all up in everybody's business all day. So know that they're like a micro influencer throughout the day, because like your product, like hands, hair, makeup, like cashiers, waitresses, checkout people, front desk assistants, like all of them are people all day long. Okay. The other thing is, obviously, for a cold market connection is the fact that influencers are a wonderful resource. And, you know, you can tell the influencers in your Facebook feed. They are the people that post a picture and like 1 second later have like 500 likes. And you're like, I don't even know 500 people. This is so ridiculous. So remind yourself that influencers are completely worth like sending a genuine message to. Like, I just have to like say, I have gotten some messages that really turn me off, and I have gotten some messages that are so awesome. And you can tell that these business people have taken time, knowing that I have an influential reach, and they have taken time to really form a message that conveys, I want this to benefit you and I want this to benefit me. It is a very big turnoff when somebody just says, hey, will you share my business page? Or, hey, will you share this? Hey, will you share this? Like, I actually don't even respond to those messages, because it is just not good business. It is not. So I love when it is like collaboration and like connection. So just make sure that if you're reaching out to like an influential person, you come from like a heart of, I know that you have a massive community, and I know that it's taken time for you to love on your people and collect that and hone that and grow that. Is what can I do to put my business through you in front of your people? What does that look like to you? How would I facilitate like that relationship with you? Because I want to make it worth your while. So, I mean, I've had people say, will you share this product? And I'm like, I would never share something I don't try. Like, if you would like to send me one, you can send me one. And then they don't even respond. And I'm like, you're crazy. I'm not just sharing something that I've never tried. Like, what if I tried that and like my lips fell off or my eyelids fell off? I mean, I'm not, you know what I'm saying. So just always respect like an influencer and make sure that you like you're going after them, because they're worth it, especially like local influential people. Okay. Use cash to pay always. People notice cash way more than when you pay with a card, especially in my business, because hands are one of our biggest selling points. Vendor events are amazing. I don't think I've ever paid more than like $50 for a vendor event. I think it's amazing when I've heard that like a lot of people link up together and do these huge vendor events for days and days, and it just sounds really amazing to me. But I don't know if that's like my style, because I just can't talk to people that much. Like, I would be in a fetal position, like so tired after a couple hours. So I love local, quicker, shorter, fun vendor events. You can always start your own Facebook group and your own interest group. Like, don't be afraid to start your own group, and you're the admin, so you're in control. Like, you can drop a business bomb from time to time. Just say, hey, I didn't know if you guys know, but I also run my own business on the side. Anybody else, shout out in like the comments below. My business is in the first comments. I'd love to know like my other boss babes, right? Like, how cool is that? Like, you're the admin, do whatever you want. So, I mean, but obviously, like, don't saturate it with your business posts, or you're gonna have a group of like your mom. So, okay, put a flyer out with like, okay, so basically, okay, here's my best way of saying it. In a way, your flyer can say whatever you want, right? Like, you can have like the flyer that has like the pull off, like pull this, like how you cut it and it has the things hanging, and you can say pull off to email me for a free manicure, like pull off to email me for a prize. You might get 50% off a massage. Pull off to go in a raffle for a free necklace. Like, whatever your business is, right? Like, all you want is them to email you because you want to open up a conversation with a complete stranger and figure out, like, this is what I always tell my team. Are they a trier, a buyer, or a flyer? Do they need to try your product still? Are they open to buying it? Like, are they just going to be like a buyer and a purchaser and a customer? Or are they a flyer? Like, is there potential that this person can be a business partner? So I love the idea of doing a flyer all around town, like in coffee shops and stuff, that has the little pull-off thing. So that's just an idea. I always turning no's into referrals. Like, when people are just like, no, I don't really like do my nails, like that's what they'll say to me. I'll just be like, okay, I know you have some moms in your network that need some pampering. Think about 5 moms that maybe just had a baby, or their second baby, or their third. Like, the third definitely needs pampering. I know that firsthand. And let me love bomb them through you. Can I say that you're a mutual connection? And can I totally just send them something in the mail? Will you help me with that? Like, you're my good friend, and even though you're not interested, I would love for you to help me in that way. I guarantee you they can think of some moms. One of my biggest leaders just said, thank you, Catherine Bonnell. She loves to love bomb people on their birthday. And I totally did that. I did it in person when we lived in Austin, Texas. And whenever it was somebody's birthday, I was like, get over here, girl, and let me love bomb you with an amazing set of cute nails for like your date night with your hubby for your birthday, for your girls' night. Like, just get over here. That is my gift to you. So that was, it's just a fun way, because Facebook shows us birthdays now, you guys, like easy peasy. So, but she does it online, which I think is really incredible. And I just actually started it again. I asked a couple friends if they would like a coupon code for purchasing from me, because it was their birthday. So I'm going to start redoing that this year again. It'll be really fun. The last one. So Chamber of Commerce, women's networking groups, and meetup.com. Like, they're all great ways for you to meet other business women in your community. And at the end of the day, I feel so blessed, because I was thinking like, I wish there was a business group here locally. We need a business group. And finally I was like, shut up and stop like saying that. Like, make your own business group, girl. So I just kind of grabbed a couple friends, and they grabbed a couple friends, and now we have this really small, intimate, like, business women's group, and it's been so awesome. And I've made so many connections just through those women, and we're about to expand it this year to open it up to a lot of other women. But that core group of women, like, after powering through life with them the last like year and a half, it's so incredible what some women that are also business owners, but maybe not in your same like not in the same business, like, it's so huge. So just know there's power in numbers, and even that's a cold market. Like, win, 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 such a win. Like, go for it, go hard. Okay, you guys, I am officially winded. Although I'm dressed to go work out, I feel like I just got to work out. So I hope you love those ideas. Feel free to share these ideas. I just want to fill up your cups. Like, everybody keeps asking me, what are you doing with Morgan Cullen? And here's the thing, you guys, like, I just feel like I've been so blessed in this business. I've been so blessed by my organization. I've been so blessed by so many friends that have always purchased from me. Like, I just am like going to give back. I mean, eventually, yes, I'm gonna write a book. Like, I'm already working with one of my big leaders. So just know that, like, yes, there's things coming down the pipeline, but I'm not here to sell anything. I have nothing to sell. Like, there's nothing to sell. I just want to love on you guys. So I don't want you to think I have like any like weird motive here. I mean, honestly, this is just an easy platform for all of my organization to follow along. I have a lot of leaders that are always saying, will you adopt me? And I just cannot even filter those messages just by sheer, like, I just don't have the bandwidth to even reply to those messages. So this was just a way for me to just kind of say, hey, I can share my knowledge with a lot of people at once. So thanks for tuning in, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day and a great weekend.